तक इतने बड़े पहुंचने तक ये तारीख प्रेजेंट डेट पर
Quite a bold statement by Robert Kiyosaki to call gold as God's money. Well, to all those who don't know who Robert Kiyosaki is, so Robert Kiyosaki is the author of the very famous book called Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he's a very followed person in the finance world. So, well, in this video, we'll be learning out that why is he calling gold as God's money, and why is it considered a safe investment? Like, what are the fundamental or the basic thing like which applies for gold? Like, why do people use it as a hedging instrument, and why does its pattern goes in anti as compared to the stock market variations in times of market crisis or market up and downs? So we will be analyzing all of this, friends, in this video. So friends, watch this video till the very end. It will be very useful for you. So now let us try to understand first of all that what are gold standards. Okay, we'll begin the video from this portion, that what are gold standards. Actually, friends, in earlier times there used to be gold standards. Like, the government of a country was not liable to print any amount of currency which it wanted. It had certain regulations that you cannot print more than this amount of money, or you cannot print more than this. Like, it was measured that how much gold it had. I will make separate video on what were gold standards, but the basic thing you need to know from here is that the government of a country could not print any amount of money which it wanted. But soon the gold standards were abolished, and friends, now the government has the power to print infinite currency which it wants. And similar is the case we have seen in Zimbabwe also. So where what happened, friends, the government printed so much amount of money that hyperinflation took place in that country, and 100 trillion Zimbabwean dollars was just equivalent to $1. So you will say, Saksham, what happens because of this? What's the wrong thing? Or we understand that what is happening, inflation is happening, but please give us a basic grasp. Okay. So the thing is, friends, like whenever you go to work, you are equating your labor to the monthly wage you are paid. Now, take for an example, you are paid suppose 500 rupees for an hour, but soon what happens is that government prints a lot of money, or whatever happens like that, or it has to pay debt or whatever. It prints money. It can print it in the government houses. So what is happening, friends? The labor you are putting the same, it was equated to 500 rupees, but suddenly those 500 rupees has got such a less power. Like, the 500 rupees are now today equal to yesterday's 10 rupees. So what do we see? That the power of dollar currency can be immediately changed. Like in the case of Zimbabwe, it happened. Like, $100 trillion was equivalent to just one US dollar. So this is the problem with currency, which Robert Kiyosaki says. Now, what happens in case of gold, friends? Gold cannot be touched by a country. It cannot be produced at will. Its volume cannot be changed. Its prices vary on supply and demand. Okay, so it is very hard, or it's almost not possible to fluctuate the prices of gold at will. Hence, Robert says that gold is called as God's money. Now, friends, let's come to the important factor, that how is the price of gold in a country determined. Now, the simple answer to this is, friends, that gold. Let's take for an example our country, India. Now, what happens in India, that 99% of gold used in India, it's imported from the outside world. So its prices a lot much depends on the supply and demand, and also on the international prices, because you can see that 99% of gold used in a country is imported from the outside world. Now you will say that, hey Saksham, please keep this boring stuff aside, that how is the price determined. Just tell us that why does it happen that stock market and gold go anti to each other. I hope, friends, that a graph is visible in front of you on the screen only. So this is a graph basically which is comparing gold versus Nifty from the past few years. So let's firstly take the example of 2008, because we know that financial crisis happened at that time. So you can see, friends, that Nifty took down but gold took off. Similarly, friends, what we can see is that in the year of 2020, like we know that coronavirus came, and what has happened? See, a tremendous decrease in the Nifty prices, but a shoot in the gold prices. And one more important thing, friends, you should note that whenever Nifty picks up, gold shrinks. Now, what is this? Like, this is a very interesting question to ask, that why does this pattern happens? Now, friends, we obviously might be having some of the other reasons, but let's try to analyze it very practically. Now, friends, gold is basically used as a hedging instrument. What do you mean by a hedging instrument? See, gold's value, I just told you that it is a scarce metal. Its value depends on supply and demand, and it cannot be produced at will. So the thing is that it is obviously a safer investment because it is generally less volatile as compared to the stock markets, and its price can be almost maintained because obviously of the reasons that why Robert Kiyosaki is calling gold as God's money. Now, what happens is that whenever stock market tends to go down, people switch to gold because they find it a safer investment, which will obviously pick up sooner or later. Hence, do people shift to gold when in times of market crisis? But then you will say that if suction gold is a safer investment and its volatility is also less, then why do people ever go to the stock markets? The simple reason is that, friends, gold in itself is does not generate money. Like in stock market, there's an underlying asset, there's an underlying business which generates profit and hence it grows. So obviously the stock returns or the market returns or the Sensex returns are obviously going to beat gold returns in the long term, because since there's an underlying business, there's an underlying asset which is generating profit, but gold prices is only varying on supply and demand. So what happens is that for growth, for income growth, for rapid growth, people go to the stock market, but whenever market crashes happens, they switch to gold just to have an hedging instrument, just using it as a hedging instrument so that they can be protected at this point of time and their value does not diminishes. So this is the main crux of this video, that why do the stock prices and the gold prices go anti to each other. Okay, and I'll be bringing a few more videos on this gold thing because I guess that this is an important topic. And around 7,500 crores of gold was sold in the jewelry form this Dhanteras. So that will be quite an interesting video, and I want you to watch it because it's a very nice study. So thank you if you have subscribed to my channel, and if you haven't, make sure that you subscribe it. Thank you guys. Bye bye.